Hello, dear students. So here we are with the lecture number 3 for the amendments in income tax for November 20 exam, and we are checking what are the amendments in the deductions. In fact, you can say there are no amendments in the limits and sections, but 2 more new sections have been added. So let us check this with detail. And my screen would be available on Deepti Cheda's concept classes page also. I have made these specifically Word files to cover up all the amendments here. Right. So let us start with this, that one thing should be clear to all of you, that when we combine all 5 heads, clubbing and set off, what we get, we call it as gross total income. So deductions are subject to gross total income. They cannot exceed the gross total income. Okay, right? So I'm not covering up all the deductions. I'm covering up 2 important deductions which have been added from financial year 1920. So very important amendment, a tax amendment you should know for your November 2020 exam, and sure this is going to be asked in MCQs or limits or anywhere, somewhere, that is the fill in the blanks or somewhere. Right, let us check this. So this is like first amendment is actually there is 80EE which is already there, but in comparison to that the first section added is section 80EEA, right? So 80EEA says that if an individual, only an individual, not all other SSEs, individual has taken loan from any bank or financial institutes for acquisition of residential house, okay, and the loan should have been taken in previous year 19 and 20, then maximum interest on loan which can be deducted under this section 80EEA is rupees 1,50,000. Condition number 1, no limit how much loan you want, but condition number 2 is property value should not exceed more than 45 lakhs. So this is basically for small people, individuals who want to buy limited 1-bedroom hall kitchen small house of 45 lakhs. Okay, so if the house value is up to 45 lakhs, they can take loan from the bank and deduct the interest. Now this looks very simple, but there are many in-depth points related to this. First is, ma'am, principal of housing loan is already allowed. Where? Under section 80C, principal repayment of housing loan, and interest is already allowed in house property. So why do we deduct it here? So then interest on house property is allowed on due basis. Listen carefully. In case of let out and deemed let out property, there is no upper limit of how much interest on loan should be allowed under house property here. So whole interest you can allow there. But when it comes to the case of self-occupied property, interest on loan is allowed only up to 2 lakhs in case of house property. So interest paid in the financial year 1920 above 2 lakh rupees can be claimed here. I'm repeating, you cannot take double deduction of interest under section 24 and 80EEA, not allowed. You take up to 2 lakhs, you all know self-occupied, the GAV and all is nil, still interest on loan is allowed. There you deduct. Suppose your interest on loan for the loan which you have taken for the house is say 5 lakhs. So 2 lakhs you can deduct there, remaining maximum 1,50,000 you can deduct here. Is this clear to all of you? Now this is section 80EEA. Now I am discussing with it 80EE, which is already there. But there the loan was taken in the financial year 16 and 17. Same. From banks, from financial institutes, not from your friend. From banks, from financial institutes, the definitions are given. What do you mean by housing banks and financial institutes? And that too for residential property. Maximum interest deductible under 80EE is 50,000. Loan amount should not exceed 35 lakhs. Property value should not exceed 50 lakhs. Now observe carefully. Logically, you can take either 80ED or 80EEA. Obviously, if the loan is sanctioned in 16 and 17, let 80EE continue, but the limit is only 50,000. Otherwise, today it's 80EE and the maximum amount available is 1,50,000. One more case I want to discuss here. Sometimes in the house property, we discuss what is pre-construction interest. I have already made a separate video only for the concept of pre-construction interest. So do check that so that that concept and these concepts are clear to you. And once you finish head-wise and these topic-wise videos, you should combine and study because you have to write 3 hours combined. I have almost reached half of my video and I think these concepts are getting clear. Yet more to discuss for deductions. But if you are liking my video, if you are liking my efforts to make this word file, to make this atmosphere for recording, of course recording is one shot. I can't record and record again. This is like I'm taking class, but it takes efforts to make this Word document that makes exactly one by one all the concepts clear to you. So if you like this video, then just hit the like button, comment at the video. That would really motivate us to make more such videos. Give your suggestions, what more topic you want us to make the videos. Like and share with your friends. Subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed for more updated videos for accounts, income tax, costing, and I'm covering up many small but very important concepts also. But just listening to the video will not help. You have to open your income tax study material, check up this deduction section and then solve the problem related to that. But my guessing is this will surely come somewhere in the MCQs, fill in the blanks for CA, CMA students, everyone. Amendment videos are very important. Okay, coming back again, if some of the students always ask me doubt, ma'am, when is 30,000 deducted and when is 2 lakh? So now take a pause in house property. I want to go, deductions, and let us go to house property. I will explain you if the loan is taken before 1499, then its interest on loan in case of self-occupied property is only 30,000. Even if loan is taken after 1499, then to get 2 lakh deduction, construction should be completed in 5 years, right? And then only you can take 2 lakh deduction, that too for construction. In today 2020 also, if you are taking loan for repairs and renovation and it's a self-occupied house property, then for repairs, renovation, interest allowed is only 30,000. This is a common question, ma'am, how much interest is allowed? I'll try to make a separate video for interest pre-construction. Okay, and these limits, 2 lakh there, 150 here, put together is common for current year's interest pre-construction. Milake, this is the limit. If there is a co-ownership business, each co-owner can take up to 2 lakh deduction there and 1,50,000 here. One more practical case which I have seen where you get a deduction of 80EE is pre-construction period. My building is still getting ready. I'm not having any income from house property, but I'm paying interest. 5-6 lakhs yearly interest I'm paying. Can I deduct it under 80EE? Yes. But one more condition very important is this is only for individual. Individual should not own any other house other than this house, and the property value should not exceed 45 lakhs. I'm repeating, 2 amendments in deductions for the November 2020 exam tax amendments are only 80EA and 80EEB, but 80EE is in linked with this, so I'm taking. And I want you, dear students, to develop the habit of linking up the things and learning. Did you see how I'm hopping from deductions to house property? Can I go to set off and carry forward of loss? Yes. Then what's the important point related to house property? House property loss can be set off in a year with other heads only up to 2 lakhs. 2 lakh rupees. Remaining will be carried forward and it will be set off in the next years. That is, it's carry forward for 8 years. I hope you remember the 2 lakh limit. So that's all for this deduction, right? And I hope you remember something very basic in deduction also, that deductions are not allowed from casual income, from capital gain and so on. Okay, a very interesting one. We want to save the pollution and environment. So section 80 EEB, deduction in respect of interest on loan what you have taken for purchasing of electric vehicle. Now electric vehicle definition is a big one, is given in your material, but it is a vehicle which operates on battery. So many two-wheelers and a small four-wheeler Reva car is coming which operates on battery. So if you have taken that, you can say, ma'am, if I take car or two-wheeler, can I claim depreciation? Yes. On the cost, depreciation is allowed under section 32. But for buying that vehicle, if you have taken interest on loan is allowed under 80 EEB, maximum up to 1,50,000, and interest should be taken from a bank, nationalized bank, financial institute. Is this clear to all of you? So 80EE it was 50,000, 80EA it was 1,50,000, and 80EB it is 1,50,000. And one secret I'll tell you how to remember the sections. ATC I'm going to make a separate video. D series and E, these are all very important series, and then you directly jump to 80TTA and 80TTB and 80U. This is like the cream bunch of the deductions, you can say. So I want to discuss here one thing, that when you are doing ATE, remember E is mainly for interest. I don't know if you have observed, I started with 80EE because I'm taking only amendments. But what is ATE? Interest. And what you are paying on what? Educational loan. 80EE, interest on house property. 80EA, interest on house property which you have taken now in the current year 1920. These are the points I have already discussed, so I would brief up. 80EEs for individuals and payments, 50,000 or over and above the 2 lakh deduction what you have taken there, and maximum value of the property should not exceed 50 lakhs. Loan should not exceed 35 lakhs. This is old one, 80EE. And now in the current year, if you are, see, I have given the definitions of housing loan and all also. And in the current year, if we are deducting 80, if we are taking a loan for the house property, and if the loan is sanctioned, I repeat, applied maybe before March 19, but sanction of the loan in 19 and 20, and property value should not exceed 45 lakhs, then no other deduction should be claimed. Obviously, double deductions are not allowed. Okay. Yeah, but in pre-construction period, if you are taking interest as a deduction under 80 EEA, then don't deduct same interest under section 24. Once your rental income starts, double deduction you cannot take. And then we have this electric vehicle, maximum interest is allowed up to 1,50,000. One example I have given here, 1 minute, I'll shift it on a single page so that you all can view it clearly. This takes a lot of time, setting everything in the Word and all. Okay, right. Yeah, let me discuss this question with all of you. Just a very simple question, and detailed answer of this you can check it in your study material, right? This is some illustration number 12 only, I think. Okay, let me share with you the cases. Quickly, we'll see this. Mr. A has taken loan 43 lakhs, and this is related to loan is taken on 1/4/19, and even the loan is dispersed in 1/5, and this is for residential house property, right? And the value is 45 lakhs. So can you very well avail which section? 80EEA. Yes, it will be allowed. You have to calculate months and interest calculation, you all know. Now come to Mr. B. He has taken the loan on 1/4/2019. Loan is sanctioned also on 1/5 for acquisition of residential house, assuming he's not having any other residential house. But the value of the property, that to which value you have to take? Stamp duty value is 48 lakhs, right? So will he get a deduction? No, because the stamp duty value should not exceed 45 lakh. Let us see case 3. C. He has applied for vehicle loan. Electric vehicle he is buying on 1/4/19 and his loan got sanctioned and vehicle's value is 22 lakhs. Yes, he can avail. There's no upper limit. What should be the cost of the vehicle? Last case, Mr. D. Amount of loan is 15 lakhs he is looking for. He has applied and sanctioned loan is on 31st March. But loan was actually dispersed and the check is given. You know, you apply, you don't get the check. They are directly given to the vehicle shop from where you are buying, or directly to the banks, directly will give to the third party, right? So the vehicle is purchased for personal use or whatever use, but if you have paid interest on loan, it's deductible. Mr. D will not get deduction because the loan is not sanctioned in 2019 and 20. It is sanctioned on 30th of March, so they will not get a deduction. So this is all about the amendments in deductions for inter and final students all. I have already made amendment videos on other house property related material and bed debts, and many more videos are there. So keep checking all the videos and prepare well for your final exam. Any doubts if you have, you can mail us at, note it down. Take all this in your notebook, what you have seen on the screen, and then solve the problem. You will be able to do it for sure. Still, if you have any queries, any suggestions, any help you need, apart from the topics, whatever I am discussing, sure, please give us a mail, write us a mail at chheda.diptidipti@gmail.com. These are all unedited videos made at home. So you take the concepts very nicely. That's important, right? All the very best to all of you till I come up with one more new video. Signing off now. CA Dipti Chheda. Bye-bye.